Test. Okay. Um, I can't hear anything here.
Rejuvenating media day
Okay.
by day. This is Salam Media.
It is exactly 8:45 a.m. and we are now going to be talking with activist and Citizens Forum spokesperson Dennis Bloem about the corruption cash grab. We are, of course, referring to the Tembisa Hospital saga, and that's just really only one of the hotspots. I think state captures has happened and continues happening all around the country. Dennis Bloem, a very good morning to you. Welcome to the program.
Good morning and good morning to your listeners. Thank you for the invitation.
Now, thank you indeed for your commitment to obviously activist and citizens forum. You are the spokesperson. Now we understand that you are questioning the lack of arrests in the Tembisa Hospital corruption scandal. This despite the special investigating unit identifying suspects and of course confiscating assets. What I'm understanding by the statement is that it's not good enough. Yes, well done having the assets confiscated, but how and when do we then call people to account for their corrupt activities? If we don't do that, corruption will continue to thrive in our country. Dennis?
Yeah, what is your question?
Why have the corrupt why have these people not been arrested? The people that have been involved in state capture in corrupt activities at the Tembisa Hospital and I guess elsewhere in the country.
That is exactly our question as activists and citizens forum. We have seen a few weeks ago, a special investigating unit told the country that they have identified several syndicates operating in Tembisa. And then we also saw a few weeks ago that the special investigating unit and the asset forfeiture unit raiding the house, the property of one of the alleged kingpins, Hangwan Maumela, and confiscated his cars and other assets. Now we are asking if they take the assets of a person, surely they must have a case against this person. Why are they not arresting these people? Why are they only taking their assets? That is our big question and problem. It looks as if it is just a show of media to show the people they are working, but in fact they are not doing their work. The criminal justice system is not doing their job.
So your forum is calling on the Investigation Directorate Against Corruption, IDAC, to immediately arrest those implicated, including the person you've just mentioned, the kingpin, Hangwani Maumela. How has IDAC responded to your organization?
They are all quiet. You see, IDAC was established to concentrate solely on a corruption. Now, this investigating directorate against corruption, they must act and arrest all those who have looted the Tembisa hospital. and take them to court. You see, we have lost lives in this process. We cannot take this thing lightly. If we take it like, more and more corruption is building up every day, because the criminals can see that this government is not serious in arresting criminals who have committed corruption. That's why this investigating directorate, IDEC, was established to solely concentrate on this type of things. But even them, they are nowhere to be seen. They are not even responding to our call that these people must be arrested. It is very disappointing. It is very concerning that these people are treating the citizens of this country in this way.
So, you've not had a response yet, and we salute you for taking such a bold stance, because it doesn't make sense. As you've also indicated, lives have been lost regarding this matter with the Tembisa hospital inquiry. Babita Deokaran's life was taken too early, and undoubtedly other people were threatened and killed as well. So, you, as the spokesperson for the forum, have obviously reached out to IDAC. We are seeing, as you and I speak, the Madlanga Commission of Inquiry is in operation. What needs to happen if IDAC has not responded to you? What needs to happen now? Because it doesn't make sense in any other country in the world. If somebody has been exposed for the type of corruption like the kingpin has, they would have been immediately arrested. How do we as citizens now move forward to demand that the corrupt justice system, corrupt officials, corrupt people, corrupt police need to be held to account?
You see, this is a norm in South Africa. You can recall that there was a Zondo Commission report with recommendations, findings and recommendations. The president of this country is sitting with that report. He is the biggest problem of this country, Sir Ramaphosa. If he was a man who is really serious in tackling this corruption, I can tell you that this corruption could have stopped. But he himself is compromised. That's why there is no movement at all. Every day corruption is growing and growing and growing, because they know that there's no consequences in wrongdoing in this country. The president of this country is to be blamed. He must take full responsibility for what we see happening in this country. We are calling upon now on him, the president, to instruct this IDEC to arrest these people who have looted more than 2 billion rand, 2 billion rand from the hospital. Sick people who need help, they are being looted. Now, if the president of this country is serious, he will act immediately.
He was involved in the Pala scandal, so perhaps it's also a situation of, and Pala is just one that we know of. We don't even know what else he might be involved in. But what do you believe now needs to happen? Clearly, the ANC is in serious trouble as far as the upcoming elections are concerned, because if the people of the country don't wake up to what's going on around them, this country is already on its knees. We don't know where and how it will end. What do you suggest and what are your expectations going forward regarding the president of the country, the ANC, and accountability regarding corrupt cadre development, deployment, and wholesale corruption and state capture?
You see, my sister, that's why I am saying he himself is compromised. The president of this country is compromised. He can't move against his own member who's corrupt, because they are going to tell him that no, you are also having skeletons in the cupboard. That's why the answer here is that we, as citizens of this country, taxpayers of this country, we must rise. We must not wait for anyone to come and rescue us. During the dark days of apartheid, we have said nobody will free us. We will free ourselves. And we have won the fight. Even if the enemy was so powerful, but we have won that fight. That's why in 1994, we got to go and vote for a democratic government. It is because of dedication, determination. If all of us stand up and say that the blood of people who have died for freedom will not be in vain, we will beat these criminals. These criminals can't be stronger than us. We can win them if we are together, we are united, we rise up and say we are not going to allow it any further.
And that's where we leave it. Undoubtedly, we as South African citizens have a very, very, very big issue on our hands, a very serious problem. We thought apartheid was bad. This is equally bad when our own steal from each other and impact on the development of this beautiful country of ours. Dennis Bloem, activist and Citizens Forum spokesperson, thank you indeed for your efforts. And we do hope and pray that your call will make the majority of South Africans to rise up and take back what is ours, what we own, what we've fought for and worked for very, very hard indeed. And this has to stop, and it has to stop sooner rather than later. Thank you for being with us. God bless, and go well.
Thank you very much. Have a good day. Same to you. Thank you very much.
God bless.